We are members of the Texas Snipe Hunting organization, on the hunt for Texas legends and lore. Some stories have led us on the wild goose chase. Others reveal truths beyond our expectations. Texas has many stories to uncover. Some will make you cry. Others will turn your hair white. No matter where the stories may hide, we will be there. We are the Texas Snipe Hunters.
When I was at a fellow rancher's looking at another animal that we suspected was a chupacabra when someone called him and said that one had been hit and killed in front of our ranch. At that time, I got in our vehicle, drove over to that location, and found the animal laying in the middle of the road. And it was at that time that I associated that animal with the animal that I had seen previously on our ranch. Well, first off, our DNA ruled out that it was a Zolo dog, and that the first DNA sequencing that was done, the primary purpose of that was to rule out that it was any type of a dog, a domestic dog, because we didn't want to have people saying that there was someone's pet that was killed. So the DNA sequencing in the beginning was to rule out that it had any dog or any type of dog in it, including the Zolo dog, which had been brought up at that time. And the reason was because of the similarities of the no hair. Now, where we lose the even look of it being the Zolo, this animal has blue eyes and gray elephant type hide, whereas the Zolo has brown skin tone in skin, not so much as hide, and its eyes traditionally are brown. So not only does the look rule it out, the DNA ruled out that it was a Zolo or any other type of domestic animal. I think one of the things that a lot of individuals don't understand is that I have been watching this animal on our ranch for about 2 years. And in sharing the story of my sightings of this animal, and asking people, my goal has always been that if I ever had it in my possession, that I would try and find out what it was, because it was so different. And I understand how people can make those accusations. I have never taken any money from anyone for any show, production, live, radio, whatever. I've never taken any money. I have no intentions of taking money, including with the t-shirts that we started out. That was not a marketing scheme. That was a family joke. And once the public saw the shirt, the demand was overwhelming. And I charged what the cost of the shirt basically was to me. And I have never gone up on that, even though we have made 10 separate orders of shirts. The price has always remained the same, especially including gas going up. Well, when we did the first DNA, it was through Texas State University, and when we disclosed the results of that on live TV, what the DNA tester stated on TV was that the DNA results virtually match a coyote. And at that time, I questioned him, if this is just a coyote, why no hair, why blue eyes, short front legs, the long snout, the short jaw, the big ears, the different skin. And his comment to me was, unfortunately at that time it was off camera, was like, the reality is we probably should have said that we need to do further testing to determine the rest of the sequencing. Because I was unhappy with that, I sent it off to UC Davis, which is the largest forensics veterinary school in the United States. And that DNA came back that on the maternal side, it had Canis latrans, which is coyote. But on the paternal side, it had the Y chromosome that matched the Mexican wolf. That to me makes more sense, perhaps as to why it has blue eyes, because there's only certain species of wolves that have blue eyes. And with this having blue eyes, as well as the other two, we knew there had to be more to the story than that. when we did other shows, New York University also did it, including Texas A&M University. And what their comment was, the one that was in Elmendorf and in Pollitt actually were identical to matching a canine. However, the Cuero beast had coyote on the maternal side, but the Y chromosome on the paternal side that matched the Mexican wolf, which is exactly what UC Davis had said in the beginning. Now, the second beast that I had also had that DNA of the coyote on the maternal and the Mexican wolf on the paternal side. So DNA basically is the bottom line. We can look at skin, we can look at teeth, we can look at hair, but the bottom line is what DNA says. That sequencing, which is done through blood, is the most definitive as to what this animal is. And knowing the description of the animal, having held this animal in my hand and looked at it, and having seen coyotes, how they run, how their gait is so different, this makes more sense that the DNA matches the behavior and the gait and some of the other traits that a coyote-wolf combination. It would be unusual for coyotes and wolves to breed. Generally, that's not what happens between those species. And the other fact is, in Texas, we do not have a lot of wolves in this area, in quite a few areas from what a lot of people have told me anyway. I have been contacted by other sources and asked if there was any chance that there was some type of a facility near here that these animals could have been exposed to some toxic chemicals, some waste dump area. And to our knowledge, with research from other individuals, there is no facility anywhere in this area at all. And when I say nowhere within this area, we're looking at least about 150-mile radius of this ranch, that there is no facility at all that these animals could have access to, that it could have caused this problem perhaps with their skin, or even their gait, their short legs, their blue eyes, nothing. I have not discovered any, but I've had numerous people email me, bring pictures by, and contact me about different species that they've come across, wondering what it is that has perplexed them, including one of late that I have here that I would like to show you. Someone brought this by to me this past week, asking me what I thought it was. This animal was taken. Can I talk? Oh, yeah. Okay. This animal was brought to me that was probably about 10 miles down the road from this ranch. It's very unique. For one, it's missing both front legs, both rear legs, and its tail. And obviously, for the size of the head, the teeth are enormous. Sending this picture off to a cryptozoologist and asking what his thought, he was a bit perplexed, one, by the color of it and the wiriness of the hair, but primarily the size of the teeth for the frame, because as you can see in comparison to my hand, it's very small, but yet the teeth are very large. Amazing. So the question is, what is this? We're still wondering exactly what it could be.
And when do you think you might get results on that?
I'm hoping that we can extract one of the back molars, because we know we can do better DNA off of the back molars. And I'm hoping to extract one of those and send it off and see if we can find out, maybe in a couple of weeks, exactly what this animal is.
We'll be sure to tell the Texas Snipe Hunting fans all about that.
Definitely would like to keep them posted on this, and if anybody has any ideas, we'd like to know.